We took a picture of the, where it says Ashes, that's carved out in that big stone. So, charming country cottage, holidays in the Dales. So obviously you can stay there or rent it out. Right, so this is the way I've got to go up here. Right, so I'll have to be careful crossing over. Right, straight across as fast as I can. I laugh when I say that fast as I can. Limping. These hill walks is gonna kill me, like, but I'm determined to do it. Just to bring back memories, to see if I can remember everything I did back in 2018, 7 years ago. I remember little bits and pieces of it, but it's nice to come back and refresh my mind. All I remember is we got to the top of this thingy, and there was barns straight ahead. It was confusing. There was no signs or anything, but to the right there was a little spring-loaded gate where we went through, and we started dropping down where there were sheep like grazing, and we stepped over a little stream. But after that I can't remember anything. It's too long ago. But that's the whole point of coming back, to refresh my memory. Now that row of houses over there, where if I went further along the main road, you turn and go up there, and just where those houses are, that's the start of the old railway line that's going over that way, and it takes it to where I'm going, GAYLE Lane railway viaduct. So I've got to get to that, then drop down the side of it onto GAYLE Lane, turn right, and that'll take us along to opposite bridges, where I walk over both bridges. So yes, this is I did this walk after following. Oh. Yeah, right. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Oh, do you live here? Obviously, are you local? Yeah. Right. I was here 7 years ago, and I did this walk. It's a circular walk I'm going to be doing. All I can remember is we came round here, went up to here, get to the top, and there's like a little spring-loaded gate on the right-hand side. We dropped down through some sheep, stepped over a stream, then we went like 1, 2, 3 fields up through little spring-loaded gates. Then eventually it takes you over to GAYLE Lane, where the viaduct is. That's where I want to be. Now the last time when I did it 7 years ago, I made one mistake. I went through a spring-loaded gate, and I didn't realise that I had to go up higher again to the next one, so I had started going off to the right along fields. But eventually I found my way back to where the viaduct was going over.
If you go straight through,
yeah,
and when you get 1, 2, the third field through,
yeah,
branch off across to your right.
Is that where the path goes off on a 45-degree angle?
Yeah.
Like a grass track?
Yeah. Third field through.
Right.
Go through this first gate up here.
Yeah.
1, 2 in the third field through. Once you got through that little gate, branch off to your right, and you can take you right across to the viaduct.
You go at the top there now, so you can point us where we need to go. I'll catch up with you at the top. Cheers. That's handy. Always talk to a local. So this bends out the left now, and there's the Vaughns on your left. Well, that's where I'm going, over there, up to the top of that ridge. I think me and Jimmy got here and we thought, well, which way do I go, straight on or up there towards the barns? I think that's where we've got a bit confused as well. So he's gone straight over, so I'll just follow him. But he might be going up there to turn around. Yeah, me and Jimmy got to here, I thought, right, which way you're going to go? So we decided to go straight on, I think. Right, there he is, at the gate. Right, it'll probably come back to us when I first go through the first gate. I might see something familiar. There's always something sparks your memory of. Right, there's metal gate open. I can't remember any of this. I remember that it was thought which way we're going, up the farm or this way.
Go straight through them trees there.
These ones here?
Yeah. See where them 3 sheep are? 3, 4 sheep? No. Through here.
Right.
See them sheep?
Yeah.
Through that field, and then there's a tree just beyond them.
There's a metal gate just to the right of that big tree there
yeah,
as well.
There's a little hand gate to your left. Go through that and
Right.
then branch right across. It'll take you to the top side of them sheep.
Right.
And then onto the viaduct.
Okie dokie. So straight down here, through this metal gate here.
Yeah.
Go down this clump of trees.
Yeah.
Cut through them.
Yeah.
Then get onto that field there where you can see the 2 sheep.
Yeah.
Head up up this side of the thing to that metal gate you can see now to the right of the tree.
Yeah.
So go through that metal gate and then go up again.
And go straight. Go
Straight
right,
on again.
Right.
Or head across to the right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the viaduct must be over that direction, is it?
Yeah.
Was there an old railway line that used to come up here
Yeah.
at one time, like? Because obviously on the maps, you look at a Google map, you can see where it used to be.
Yeah.
I'll try to.
Okay.
I remember getting to here and then we went down the right, down in a dip where I had to step over a bit of a stream or something.
You can go that way if you want. You go down there over that stream. No, here.
All right, okay.
And then through that little wood gate yonder, and then go straight on back of that wall up through them sheep.
All right. I think that's the way we went 7 years ago. But obviously, if that's the most direct route, I'll just go that way. But thanks very much for the information. Cheers. Appreciate it. Take care now. Right. So that's the way we went. And went to that little gate. Oh, I can see the spring loaded gate in the middle of the wall there now. But I'm just going to go this way where he's pointing down. It's like straight and direct. I remember we got so high up and eventually I started going across a field full of wildflowers, lovely colours, reds and yellows and greens and purples. And then it took us over towards a wall where I went through, I don't know if I climbed over a ladder, turnstile, and then went over to the right and then came to the top of the viaduct at the beginning of it, and that's where you go down to the left hand side of it onto the road, Lannicker Lane. Right. You know, I've put this little jacket on, I'll probably end up too bloody hot, especially when I start going up the steep pathways on the other side there, because it's really steep and high. I mean, I can't walk fast anyway, so it'll be just plodding on, plodding on. Right. Right, so he's just down here through these clump of trees, then slightly head over our left. I can see a finger post sticking up over the wall there, straight ahead. Right, so we must have went off that way, come up, crossed over that little stream, and that's probably where we started to go wrong, because obviously you have to come over this way to meet the main path that goes over on a 45-degree angle. Oh, that was deep in the mud, bloody hell. Right, so you can see a bit of a grass track on the other side of the wall here, and there's a climb through turnstile there, a very thin gap in the wall. That's famous, what Yorkshire's famous for, these really skinny gaps in the wall, climb over turnstiles, look. So obviously this gate's been taken away now from this, so you just go through. Right, so it looks like I've got to go back along past these cows in the field. So for all those people that scare stiff of cattle, let me show you that you don't need to be frightened of cows. They are very docile creatures. They're just curious. When you're walking up towards them, sometimes they can walk towards you to find out what you are and who you are. But apart from that, they won't bother you unless you're going through the field and the mothers have got their calves with them. That's when they start getting agitated, because they become very protective over their own. Right, so this is a bit swampy. There's loads of stones here to help you get across. But this is where I've got to be careful, because I'll easy trip over. Right, there's a little brook here. Now I'm wondering if this is the stream that's going around there, what we crossed over and started heading in this direction. But that was a spot to look. The actual farmer coming up here in his truck, so he can give us precise directions to get over to the GAYLE Lane viaduct. I mean, it'll still not be very clear, because the higher you go, you can't really see anything across the fields, because it's all walls, so you can't see what's on the other side. Right, so I've got to go through this little spring-loaded gate, then go up to the next metal gate. Right. She's just getting up now. Is it a she or he? But if you just say, hey, you know, like, make a noise as you're walking up them, they'll get more frightened of you than you are of them. But I've walked through a field of bulls, like in the surroundings. There was millions of them when I went to Cray to do the Cray waterfalls walk. Right, this is that stream again, look. So this is obviously where the cattle go down and get a drink. But they've obviously lying down up here because they're up on top of the hill, so the water runs away, so it'll not be all damp. Now it looks like there's a bit of a pathway coming across here through this reed grass to get onto here as well. So I wonder if this is where I've come. And then you can see the grass going over that metal gate, defined cut in where people have gone through. Hello girls, hello. But yeah, there's no need to be afraid of them people. They're big, just daft, docile, friendly animals. See, now that one's a bit startled, so it's running away from us. This one will move away slowly as I get closer. Hello, are you gonna come and snip my hand? Right, come on then, snip my hand, here. Here, show people that you don't have to be frightened. Are you licking my hand? Oh, there you are. There you are, girl. Is it a girl or a boy? I think it's a boy. I think it's a young bull. There you are, you see. I'm not going to bother you and you don't bother me. So there you are, people. Anybody that's watching this that's frightened of cows and bulls, they're dead, docile, soft creatures. There you are. Because I put my hand back down again, startled them. Now he just walked out the way. So there you have it, people. They're not big, scary, going to chase you and bite you and trample you to death, which people portray. That's what cows do. Right, here we are, shut the gate again. That stream's going all the way up here to me left, right up this field to the next gate. I shut this gate again. Right, step down. Right, now my camera's gone all over the shot now because I'm leaning over. Right, so up, you can see where people walk along this grass and cut it in, going up the hill, look, to that next gate. So I'm still following this little stream on my left. I think it's going through a hole in the wall, yeah, just there. Aqueduct. Now sheep are scared stiff of us, they'll run away every time. But when I used to go through in the countryside with Corn, my blue staffy, he was so highly trained, he used to walk right behind my ankles, and we used to walk through fields and fields of sheep, and he wouldn't even go forward until I told him to. He always used to come behind us waiting for me commands. Highly trained he was. I could take him anywhere and not have to put him on a leader. And that was the beauty of it. So that allowed me both hands to film and take photographs of where I was going. Right, I'll just get to the top of this little bank and I'll pan round back to the farm where I've just come from. But today must be my lucky day to come across when he just turned up the drive and came up to the top. There's a bit of a branch snap on that metal gate straight ahead where I'm going. But there's a little gap, skinny gap in the wall just to the left of it. Well, this is where he taught us to go through the gate of the big tree here. I hate the spring-loaded gates because it's hard for me to climb up, open the gates, because the spring-loaded they want to come back, and as you're stepping through sometimes they come flying back on the back of your ankle. Bloody painful. So I'm just looking around to see where I possibly came. But that's looking back to where he's got the bills are here in them black plastic rolls. Right. Now, the last time I went out, I checked my footage because Bear was off his leader all the time, so I could lift my camera up all the time. So I was pointing directly forward, so I was getting a good scope of left, right, up and down to show the terrain I was walking on and the surrounding area. These old barns are good to take note of as well, because if you come out here and you get caught in bloody horrible weather, it's pissing down the rain, you could possibly go in one of them doorways and take shelter inside the barn until it's slowed down rain or stopped altogether, then continue with your journey. Right, I hate these damn things. especially when the springs are new and all they're hard to push open, keep open. Well, nothing's looking familiar yet, and obviously this is a different way I came when I did it 7 years ago. I didn't know about these gates going straight through. Now there's a track over there going off on a 45-degree angle. So I'm just wondering if I've got to go across this field here and through that gate, because you only told us to get as far as this. I wish there was more finger posts to point and show where you've got to go. I can't see anything that's familiar from when we came here 7 years ago. Now I know the road that I've left to come up the farm, it goes along here and it bends round to the left and starts coming back round to go towards opposite stone arch bridges. There's two of them. Now I'm just looking to see if there is a bit of a pathway. It's been cut in and defined by people walking over here, and I'm just looking. It looks like there's a bit of a track going over here and down in the dip here, but that one at the other side of the gate is definitely cut in and defined, more visible. There's a couple of hairs just running up to the gate where I'm going. See, because if you, I mean, once you start going wrong, there's nobody to just say, hey, excuse me, can you just put us on the right track again, please? There's nobody around. That's why I was lucky to catch up with that farmer. But I remember going to the top of a field, and I kept close to a wall on the left hand side. I went through a little spring loaded gate, and that's where I went wrong. You've got to go up again to the next one, but I didn't do that. I started heading across to the right. And I might be doing the same mistake now. But looking down there, you can see the grass has been well flattened, so there'll be lots of people. And just here, it's more defined, cut in, like it's either a vehicle or just lots of people walking across the field. Our hare's running across the field there now in front of us. See, I was looking on YouTube to see if I could find the video that I watched that made by the taxi driver and his wife Janice, but he's not doing any videos anymore because his wife's passed on, and there's a website to commemorate her. But I couldn't find the video that